Have you ever been telling a beautiful story and suddenly your brain just deletes the main word?
Oh my goodness. It feels like my brain is betraying me right in front of people.
Exactly. You know the memory is in your head, but the English words completely vanish.
It is so embarrassing. I always freeze and look like a highly confused statue.
And it is always those tricky verbs about the past that completely ruin the moment.
Yes, I always say the wrong verb and make the whole situation incredibly awkward.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to Easy English Friends, where we turn your biggest English struggles into your strongest skills.
Hi there. I am Ben.
And I am Emma. We are so incredibly happy to relax and learn with you today.
I almost forgot to bring my warm coffee today, Emma. My brain is moving very slowly.
Oh no, I think you definitely need a massive cup of coffee for today's topic.
I really do. I am so incredibly tired of making embarrassing mistakes with memory words.
Please do not worry if you mix them up. It happens to absolutely everyone who learns English.
That makes me feel a little bit better. I always judge myself so harshly when I speak.
Today, we will gently untangle these verbs so you can tell your stories with total confidence.
I desperately need that relief. Yesterday, I told my new boss to remember me about a meeting.
Oh dear, did your boss look at you with a very strange and confused expression?
Yes, he awkwardly said he would always hold me in his heart. It was terrible.
That is such a classic and funny mistake to make, Ben.
It was not funny to me at the time. I wanted to hide under my desk forever.
By the end of this episode, you will clearly know exactly when to use remember, remind, and recall.
I cannot wait. Why do these 3 simple words trick us so easily every single day?
It is because they all point to the exact same final destination in your mind.
That makes total sense. They all just mean thinking about something from the past.
Exactly. But the secret is looking at how the memory actually arrives in your brain.
How it arrives. I have never thought about a language like a delivery service before.
Imagine your brain is a beautiful, dusty old antique shop filled with precious treasures.
I love that idea. My mental antique shop is definitely very cluttered right now.
We all have messy shops, Ben. Now imagine you are looking for a specific vintage watch.
Okay, I am walking through the dusty aisles of my mind right now.
Remember is when you walk in and find that beautiful watch all by yourself.
Aha. So remember is a completely solo mission. No one helps me find it at all.
Spot on. The memory comes naturally from inside your own mind, completely unprompted.
That is very easy to understand. But what if I cannot find the watch anywhere?
That is when your helpful friend points to a shelf. That is the word remind.
Oh, wow. So remind always means something outside of me triggers the memory.
Exactly right. A helpful friend, an alarm clock, or a sticky note can remind you.
My boss definitely did not want me to remember him. I needed to remind him.
Yes, you wanted to be the outside trigger for his very important afternoon meeting.
This dusty antique shop metaphor just made everything click in my brain perfectly.
I am so happy it helped. If you listening at home just had an aha moment too, please hit that subscribe button.
Yes, please do. Join our cozy community so we can keep sharing these gentle light bulb moments together every day.
It really supports our little channel. Now, what about the tricky word recall, Ben?
Is recall when the vintage watch is buried deep in the dark basement?
You are brilliant. Yes, recall requires a lot of conscious, heavy mental effort to find.
Like trying to find the exact date of a historical event for a difficult test.
Perfectly said. You have to actively search and pull that specific fact out of your brain.
So, recall is a bit more formal and serious than just the daily word remember.
Yes, police officers and lawyers often ask people to recall very specific, tiny details.
Wow. Remember is solo, remind is an outside trigger, and recall is a deep search.
You mapped it out beautifully, Ben. You are officially a master of the antique shop.
Thank you, Emma. I feel so much lighter and more confident already.
I am so glad. Are you ready to test your new skills with some real-life practice?
I am so incredibly ready. Let us dive into some tricky everyday situations.
Let us start our first role play with a very common morning situation, Ben.
Okay. I am pouring my virtual coffee right now.
Good. You are leaving for work, and I am your roommate.
Got it. I am grabbing my keys and my heavy bag.
Hey, Ben, do not forget to buy some fresh eggs tonight.
Oh, right. Thank you for remembering me, Emma.
Okay, let us gently pause right there for a quick second.
Oh no, I stepped right into the messy trap, did I not?
You are perfectly fine, Ben. Making mistakes is exactly how we learn.
I used the wrong verb again. I said remembering me.
You did, but your bright energy and pronunciation were absolutely wonderful.
Thank you. But why was remembering the wrong choice for that situation?
Let us look at our dusty antique shop metaphor again.
Okay, I am opening the creaky front door of my mind.
Did you find the thought about the eggs all by yourself?
No, you had to yell about the eggs before I left.
Exactly. I am the helpful person pointing directly at the shelf.
Aha, so you are the outside trigger. I needed you to remind me.
Spot on. So, how should you reply to your helpful roommate?
Let me try again. Thank you for reminding me, Emma.
Perfect. That sounded incredibly natural and completely correct.
It feels so much better when I truly understand the why behind it.
It really does. Remind always goes from an outside source to you.
So it is exactly like passing a sticky note. You pass the memory to me.
What a beautiful way to explain it, Ben. Yes, like passing a note.
Okay, give me another tricky situation. I am ready for a challenge.
Let us imagine we are sitting at a cozy street cafe.
Ooh, nice. I'm definitely ordering a massive slice of chocolate cake.
Yum. And suddenly, a familiar old song plays on the cafe radio.
Oh, I love when that happens. It changes your whole emotional mood.
You turn to me and say, "Wow, this song reminds me of my high school days."
Wow, this song reminds me of my high school days.
Beautifully said. But now I want you to completely change the focus.
Change the focus. What exactly do you mean by that?
Instead of the song triggering it, focus on your own internal mind.
So I want to say that I am finding the memory naturally myself.
Yes, you want to tell me about the beautiful memories you are holding.
Okay, let me think about my dusty antique shop for a second.
Take your time. There is absolutely no rushing in our cozy space.
I think I would say I suddenly remind my high school days.
Let us pause there and take a deep, relaxing breath together.
Was it the wrong verb again? It felt a little bit clunky in my mouth.
You are doing a brave job trying these out. I am very proud of you.
Thank you, Emma. It is very hard to break my stubborn old habits.
It is very hard. But let us look closely at your new sentence.
Okay, I said that I remind my high school days.
Remember, remind needs an outside trigger pointing at the dusty shelf.
Right, like the cafe song, or a busy roommate, or a loud alarm.
Exactly. But in your new sentence, you are the one doing the action.
Ah, I am walking into the shop and finding the memory completely alone.
Yes, it is a solo mission inside your own wonderful brain.
So I do not need remind at all. I need the solo word.
You got it. Which word is for finding the memory completely alone?
It is remember. So I should say, I suddenly remember my high school days.
Perfect. That is a flawless, naturally native-sounding English sentence.
Wow, the difference is so completely clear when we break it down slowly.
The song reminds you, but you remember the happy days.
That is a magical golden rule. The song reminds me, I remember the days.
You are doing incredibly well. Are you ready for the final boss?
The final boss? You mean the dark, heavy basement of the antique shop?
Exactly. We're going to practice the formal, heavy word, recall.
I am putting on my virtual flashlight. Let us go down there.
Imagine you are sitting at the local police station.
Oh, wow. This is a very serious and formal situation.
The friendly police officer is asking you questions with a yellow notepad.
Okay. I am sitting in the metal chair, feeling a tiny bit nervous.
The officer asks, "Can you recall the specific color of the car?"
So they use recall because they want a highly specific fact?
Yes, it sounds very professional and requires serious mental digging.
So how should I answer? I remember the color was bright red.
Let us gently hit the pause button right there.
I definitely mixed it up again. My anxious brain went entirely too fast.
It is completely okay. You are rewiring your brain right now.
I used remind, but the color is not an outside person helping me.
Exactly. You are the one trying to pull the fact up from the basement.
So it requires heavy mental lifting. It is not a natural, easy feeling.
Spot on. You are digging deep to find a very specific, hidden detail.
So I should say, I recall that the color was bright red.
Beautiful. That is the exact perfect answer for that formal situation.
Wow, I recall the color. It feels very smart and accurate.
Could you also just say, "I remember the color was red"?
Oh, really? Can I use remember there too?
Yes, you absolutely can. Remember is never technically wrong in that situation.
That is such a huge relief. Remember is like a very safe default word.
It is. Recall just adds a little extra flavor of deep mental effort.
That is so deeply helpful. Remember is everyday. Recall is formal searching.
You are summarizing everything so brilliantly today, Ben.
Thank you. This slow, cozy practice is exactly what I needed to build my confidence.
We just learned that remember is solo, remind is an outside helper, and recall is deep digging.
That quick summary feels so good and organized in my brain.
I am glad. Let us test your memory one more time before we move on.
Okay, I am ready to walk into my mental antique shop again.
Tell me about a happy childhood moment.
I mind playing in the bright green garden with my grandfather.
That sounds like a truly beautiful and precious memory.
Thank you. But let me guess. I picked the wrong word again?
Just a tiny bit. You used the word mind.
Yes, because my mind is exactly where the memory lives safely.
That is very logical. But mind is usually a noun, like your brain.
Ah, or like when someone says, "Do you mind if I sit here?"
Exactly. But to pull up a past memory by yourself, what action verb do you need?
I am doing it alone. I am walking into the shop completely by myself.
Yes, you are. So, what is the magic word for that solo mission?
I should say, I remember playing in the garden.
Spot on. You fixed it perfectly, all by yourself.
I remember playing. It flows very nicely when I say it out loud.
Let us practice the rhythm of the word remember. It has 3 distinct beats.
3 beats? Like a little musical drum playing a song?
Yes, and the middle beat is the loudest and longest one. Remember.
Remember. Wow, that actually feels like a fun little dance in my mouth.
It really does. English is a very musical language when you listen closely.
Remember. Emphasizing that middle beat makes me sound completely natural.
It gives you that effortless native flow. Repeat. I remember clearly.
I remember clearly.
Now it is time for our absolute favorite segment, the word shifts.
I love this part so much. We get to see how words have 2 different lives.
Exactly. We learn the dictionary meaning and the secret emotional meaning.
I am ready. What is our very first word today, Emma?
Our first word is trigger.
We used that when we talked about the helpful word remind, right?
Yes. A trigger is something that causes another action to happen immediately.
So, in everyday life, pushing a plastic button is a trigger to turn on the television.
Perfect practical example. Now let us look at the deep emotional side.
The emotional side. How can a simple trigger be an emotional thing?
A certain familiar smell can be an emotional trigger that brings back a sudden childhood memory.
Oh, wow. Like the smell of fresh rain triggering a feeling of pure peace.
Beautifully said, Ben. Repeat. An emotional trigger.
An emotional trigger.
Our next magical word for today is vanish.
Vanish. That sounds like something a magician does in a cool magic show.
You are exactly right. To vanish means to disappear suddenly and completely.
So in daily life, I could complain that my car keys always vanish when I am late.
Yes, keys are very talented at vanishing exactly when you need them.
What about the deep psychological meaning? How do feelings vanish?
Think about your speaking fears. When you practice with us, your self-doubt can slowly vanish.
I love that so much. Taking small, brave steps makes the heavy anxiety vanish entirely.
Exactly. The fear just melts away. Repeat. The fear will vanish.
The fear will vanish.
Let us move to our third word. The word is cluttered.
Cluttered. You used this when talking about the messy, dusty antique shop.
I sure did. Cluttered means filled with way too many things in a very disorganized way.
My physical work desk is definitely very cluttered with old coffee cups right now.
That is the perfect practical example to use, Ben.
But my internal mind can be completely cluttered too, right?
Exactly. A cluttered mind is full of too many stressful thoughts and daily worries.
Wow. Cleaning up a cluttered mind is much harder than cleaning a physical desk.
It takes gentle time and a lot of patience. Repeat. A cluttered mind.
A cluttered mind.
Our last powerful word for today is anchor.
An anchor? Like the heavy metal hook a big boat drops into the ocean?
Yes. Practically, an anchor stops a ship from floating away in the wild, dangerous wind.
That makes perfect sense.
But how do we use a heavy metal hook in a human way?
Emotionally, an anchor is a safe person or a cozy habit that keeps you grounded.
Oh, so my quiet morning cup of tea is my daily anchor?
Exactly. It keeps you feeling safe and stable when life feels crazy and unpredictable.
My best friend is also my anchor when I feel completely lost and stressed out.
That is a truly wonderful example, Ben. Repeat. My emotional anchor.
My emotional anchor.
You did such an incredibly wonderful job with those words today, Ben.
Thank you so much, Emma. I feel like my mental antique shop is finally organized and clean.
That is absolutely the best feeling in the world. Are you ready for your final confidence test?
I am definitely ready for it. Please throw your hardest questions at me right now.
Okay. Imagine you wake up and your morning phone alarm starts ringing very loudly.
Ugh, I truly hate that annoying sound. It always ruins my sweet, peaceful morning dreams.
But what is that loud machine actively doing to your sleepy brain?
It is acting as a loud outside trigger. So the alarm is reminding me to wake up.
Spot on. The loud alarm reminds you to finally get out of bed.
Yes. And then I have to drag myself slowly into the cold kitchen.
Now, imagine you are drinking your hot coffee and thinking about last summer.
Oh, that is a much better and warmer feeling. I loved my peaceful trip to the beach.
Are you using an outside trigger to find that sunny beach memory?
No, I am not. I am walking into the mental antique shop all by myself.
Exactly right. So, what is the perfect English verb for that independent solo action?
I should proudly say that I remember my beautiful trip to the sunny ocean.
Perfect. You remember the beautiful beach completely naturally and peacefully.
This is getting so much easier for me now. What is the final tricky test question?
You are taking a very difficult university test about ancient global history.
Oh boy, my brain is already sweating just thinking about taking a huge exam.
The strict professor asks you to write down the exact year a specific war started.
That requires a lot of heavy mental lifting. I have to dig into the dark basement.
Yes, you do. So, what is the formal, serious verb for that heavy mental search?
I am trying very, very hard to recall the exact year of that ancient war.
You absolutely nailed it, Ben. You passed the final confidence test with flying colors.
Wow, I feel so incredibly proud of my own progress right now.
You really should be. Now, how will you actually use this specific lesson in your real life tomorrow?
I am going to completely change how I ask my busy coworkers for daily help.
Oh, that sounds very practical and smart. Tell me exactly what you mean by that.
I used to always say, "Please remember me about the big Friday meeting."
And we know now that remember is a purely solo mission inside your own head.
Exactly. So tomorrow, I will bravely ask them to remind me about the meeting instead.
That is such a fantastic and immediate way to use your new speaking skills.
I actually downloaded a new app on my phone to help me with this tomorrow.
Oh, really? What kind of app did you download to help your daily routine?
It is a simple daily task app to organize my crazy life.
That sounds very useful for a busy person. How does it connect to our English lesson today?
Well, my mind is always so incredibly cluttered with a million random stressful thoughts.
It is very hard to focus when your mental shop is that messy and full.
Exactly. So I need this app to constantly remind me to just drink a glass of water.
That is a perfect healthy use of an outside trigger, Ben.
It truly is. Before today, I definitely would have called it a remembering app.
But now you clearly know it is actually a very helpful reminding app.
Yes. It politely hands me the sticky note so my tired brain does not have to work so hard.
I am so incredibly proud of your growth today. And I want to ask you a question too.
Yes. We always love reading your wonderful and honest answers in the comments section below.
What is one beautiful childhood memory that you absolutely love to remember?
Oh, I love that positive question. Or you can tell us what simple smell reminds you of home.
Yes, please share your cozy thoughts with us. We read every single sweet comment you write.
It makes us feel so deeply connected to you when we read your beautiful stories.
It truly does. Please do not forget to answer our little challenge down below.
And hit that like button if our dusty antique shop metaphor helped your English today.
Keep your mind completely open and always keep your daily words kind.
And keep your precious mental library full of bright, beautiful, and happy stories.
Thank you for spending your valuable time with Easy English Friends today. Bye for now.
See you next time. Bye.